Night had fallen on Troas. The upper room flickered with the soft glow of oil lamps, 100 tiny flames trembling against the shadows. Paul was preaching, and he didn't stop. Hour after hour, his voice filled the air, part thunder, part fire, echoing off the stone walls like prophecy. But in the corner, a young man named Eutychus fought the weight of sleep. He sat in the open window, the night breeze cooling his skin as his eyelids grew heavier. Every word Paul spoke drifted further away until his body tilted, and gravity took what the night had claimed. He fell, 3 stories down, and the crowd's cry shattered the silence. They ran into the street, lamps swinging, hearts pounding, and there, beneath the moonlight, lay the boy. Still, lifeless. The same voice that had filled the room with revelation now echoed down the stairwell in disbelief. Paul pushed through the crowd, his face pale with shock, but his spirit burning with something else: faith. He knelt beside the boy. The world held its breath. Paul wrapped his arms around him and whispered, "Do not be troubled. His life is in him." Acts 20:10. And in that moment, the veil between death and life tore open. A rush of warmth flooded the boy's body. Color returned to his face, and the crowd gasped as Eutychus's eyes fluttered open. The street filled with awe, but Paul only looked upward, as if to say, "I told you I'd keep preaching until morning." Then he rose, calm as ever, and led them all back upstairs. They broke bread. They worshipped. They sat again in that upper room, the scent of oil and resurrection thick in the air. Paul spoke until dawn. The boy, the one who had fallen from grace, now sat among them alive, listening, wide-eyed, as if he'd seen something no one else had. Because he had. The miracle wasn't just that Eutychus lived. It was that the word didn't stop. Even when death interrupted, even when exhaustion pulled one soul from the window of faith, God reached down and said, "Not yet." The message kept moving. The fire kept burning. And the night, that long, sleepless, sacred night, became a testimony whispered through the ages. Sometimes faith will keep you awake when others fall asleep, and sometimes mercy will reach out of heaven to lift you when you fall. Because when the word is alive, death doesn't get the final word. They carried Eutychus home that morning, and scripture says they were not a little comforted. But that's an understatement. They had just seen a dead boy breathe again, and a God who refuses to let his message end with a fall. He fell from the window, but God called him back.